And welcome to Zero to Hero Part 10 of our Bounty Hunter playthrough. This is probably the episode that most people have been waiting for, since we have completed story. We've hit level 70, so it is time to hit trials. Bit of waffle to start with, and then we'll make a start on some low level trials. So just to note, at the moment we have season running and war supplies, so once we've hit level 20 in season, we've got a whole load of rewards here that we can collect. I'm just going to do them all in one go, so there'll be a bit of glory coming in, which will be nice. And we've got some glory that we'll be able to pick up from war supplies. You'll see I've done a couple of level 70 crafts for unique items, although we're not using those at the moment. So as far as the character goes, I'm sticking with blue gear for now. I want to see how far into trials I can go with this, and just with the basic companions. At some stage I want to add in at least one healer, and when it comes to push we'll have two of them in there. So all the recipes that I'm using can be bought over time from Liana. I've bought all of them on this account already, so there's no glory items in here as yet, although eventually we'll be adding in, if I can find where I put them. I have a vial of wind spirit and a talisman of storms. Talisman of storms at the moment is complete and utter waste of time adding in, for reasons that will become apparent. So for now I'm going with a full Havoc build. Two most important parts of Havoc gear is the hood and the gloves. And the reason for that is that the hood, our tracer ammo can stack an additional 5 times, that's more damage, and the gloves, our missile explosion radius is increased by 50%. So eventually when we come to do Havoc with a couple of demolitionist pieces, the items that we must have as Havoc will be the hood and gloves, which leaves us a choice of shoulders, chest, pants and boots to switch to demolitionist. Now boots will be the cheapest in terms of glory, so we'll do that. Chest is the most expensive, so we won't do that, so it's either a case of shoulders or pants, which I think are 15 glory to unlock. So we'll worry about that when we get to it. So quick rundown of the skill or the stats for now. Haste and power on the hood. I have crafted one proper necklace, which at the moment that crit damage isn't going to be helped because we have absolutely no crit rating in the build, but we've got max power, 9 power went in, 9 crit damage, 5 ability rate, 4 perfect haste, and then the final socketing was done with brilliant rubies to get the 301 power, and that is enchanted with power. So haste and power on the shoulders, haste and power on the chest. We've got an integralis mantle with haste and power, haste experience power. These are things that we were using whilst levelling up. Like some fire damage in there eventually. Haste and power on the gloves, haste experience on the bracer, so that's something we can change in time. Haste and experience on the belt, movement speed and power on the pants and boots. These are just a couple of items that I've grabbed off other characters, which really don't help this build at all. Vitality, experience, haste, ability rate. And then we have the igniter's weapons. I've got haste and power on both. So the 2-piece bonus, our tracer ammo can stack 10 additional times, and explosive shot projectile damage is affected by a tracer ammo stack. So a big damage increase on where we were through story. What I want to do is just quickly take these out. So the only item at the moment is our item with ability rate is the necklace. If we look at our stats, ideally we want to be somewhere around 30% overall damage reduction. So at the moment 14% is what we will have. At the stage when we assign some champion points, we've got a maximum 400 ability rate going in there, which will push us up to 697 at 24%, and our Integralis Mantle is giving us another 480, if my maths is correct, 96 times 5. If I throw these in, what have we got here? 163, 161, so 324. You can see with those added in, our ability rate is up where we want it. So I know that when those rings are gone, I can safely craft rings without ability rate. We're still going to be hitting that around 30% mark, which is nice. I need to reset this because we don't want any champion levels in here at the moment. On the abilities, I'm going for a bit of synergy at the moment, so I'm just getting everything to level 3. Once those are done, I think we'll upgrade these 3 skills that we're using, our main abilities, up to 6. Some stage need to lose Robin and add in a healer for an extra vortex, but that will come. So I guess I'm going to restart the video and then we shall go and take a look at some trials. Actually, one thing I want to do, because War Supplies is running, I'm going to drop a 200% currency booster. And the reason for that is it's going to fill up these 2 gemstone rewards very quickly, even on low level trials. So we'll be back in one moment. And welcome back. So as we are level 70, Troll 7 is unlocked, ready for us. I've got to try and remember how to play Bounty Hunter. I've been doing a bit of mage for the last couple of days. I should imagine that most things are going to die very quickly at the moment. And we probably won't need to use any abilities, just these shots are going to blast everything out of the sky. So what have we got going on? Can we get rid of them? Slowed us down, didn't it? So that's not too bad. Nice start. Now if that was AMB, that's probably given us 70 champion levels. I'm not assigning anything at the moment, we just stick with what we've got and see. Ideally we want to get around to Troll 60 or 70. Trial of Iron, let's just take what we can unlock for now. Oh, things are still dying in seconds, so I still don't need to figure out what I'm going to do for grouping things up. So we're in the easy trials at the moment. And because we have that 200% gemstone booster running, those 2 trials have just got us 46 gemstones thanks to War Supplies. Now things will eventually start living a bit longer, but not here. think I can safely run around ignoring most things. Oops, wrong skill, never mind. It's going to be slower than what we have been doing, never mind. Ignore them up there for now. So 1 minute, definitely slower. I wanted to get to see how we go at 60. This might be where a healer, an additional healer, comes in handy, and we can start vortexing and using other skills, because everything up to here has certainly been rather easy. So run around a bit, can ignore enemies still. Yeah, that should be enough to get Magroth out. So he's going to take a little bit of killing then. Okay. Not as much as I thought he would. That's still not bad, is it, at this stage, given that we have no champion levels. Elban. He's a pain in the bottom for recording, so let's go to the Broken Dragon. Magnetic Trap is definitely working nicely for grouping things up. While we're lagging, I'm going to have to restart the video, I think. May have to get out of here. Get them back in. Yeah, I've got getting about a 1 second lag, so I am getting out of here, because after I click I have to wait until something happens. So we'll be back for that trial in a minute. And welcome back. Just clicking around in town. Yes, we can move okay. So what have we got? 100 gemstones from war supplies. We get a greater currency booster. That replaces the one that we're running at the moment. That's handy. What was apparent on that aborted effort was that our damage is going to be quite low, so we might have to play a bit more sensibly. It might be the point where an additional healer is needed. Hopefully we are not too slow. Send them in. Keep working our way around. No running off at That's against the law. Yeah, we're a lot slower now. I did lose aggro on some of them. Okay, come back here. Hopefully still keep everyone interested in a fight. Probably didn't need to vortex and mag trap, never mind. Let's come and move round here for the moment. And so, not too bad for toughness still. That's okay. So 2 and a bit minutes, that's probably a little bit slow for if you're experience farming, which if this was epic gear then you'd have experience as the last stat. I thought we had a new message. We're close to that. Where did we unlock to? 80. Okay, that'll be a handy point to stop. Essentially 80 is a good place to be able to do a bit of materials farming. It's a rather big blob that I've pulled together, isn't it? Let's just quickly finish these off with auto attacks. Sorry about the lack of commentary. Just thinking at the moment, since it's my first attempt at this sort of thing. Hopefully that's enough to finish a bunch of them off. Given that we haven't got any champion levels either at the moment, which would certainly make things a bit easier. Let's pull in the last few that we're going to need. That's more than enough. You come back. Send in the nukes. Right, so we need to play dodge Kara. It's handy when she's around one of these ponds. We can line her up with her chum that tries to buffer. Oh, she did get the damage buff, doesn't matter. Let's get rid of that thing, we don't want Kara constantly getting buffed. Oops, that's handy. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't be running that for experience farming, but if you're looking to farm materials, then yeah, you can definitely get through 80 quite nicely. It is a bit slow at that stage with just this gear and no champion levels, but you see we were picking up epics and legendaries once we hit those sort of 70 to 80 region, which is exactly where you want to be for farming materials that you can then start crafting better gear, higher quality. So I will probably farm some more gear. I don't think I'll be moving on from trial 80 for a bit. I think we'll upgrade this to epic, and then that shall be the next episode. And I'm thinking if that had been experience farming gear, we'll simulate being at champion level 750 next time out as well. But we know a level 70 0 champion level character can go farm with just blue gear. And if you did start off with just that blue gear, you can then add in experience on epics to make them epic, get your champion levels up. That was a bit waffly. Any questions or comments, feel free to put them down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching.